Are you paying child support past the age of 18? Alycia Kinchloe, the owner of Kinchloe Law, a family law practice based in the Philadelphia area. We focus primarily on divorce, custody, and support issues. Now, when it comes to paying child support, generally a person is going to be responsible for paying child support when the child turns 18 or when they finish high school, whichever comes later. Now, sometimes people don't realize that part about finishing high school is a thing that can extend the amount of time that they're actually paying support. Now, there are a couple of things that can come up. Now, if you have a child who has dropped out of high school and they're 18, you may still be able to file a petition to terminate support and be successful on it. Here's the part of the video where I'm going to remind you to speak with an attorney licensed in your state about the facts specific to your case. Now, as always, you want to remember to file your petition to terminate your support because the court may not be aware of when your child is going to meet this requirement. Again, because children often do turn 18 in their senior year of high school. So you want to prepare your petition. You want to look at the guidelines for how far in advance you can do that and make sure you indicate when the child is going to either turn 18 or when they're going to finish high school, graduate from high school. And again, some of the issues we run into are children who maybe have taken a little bit longer to finish school, so they've been held back, and maybe they'll be 19 when they finish high school, or children who have dropped out of high school or have returned. But then we also have a special issue when you have children with special needs. So you can continue or be required to continue paying child support if you have a child who is either physically or mentally unable to provide for themselves through employment or some other way. So in that situation, you would file a petition to terminate, and this is why generally there are petitions to terminate, because it allows the person who's acting on behalf of the child, whether it's a parent or if they're an adult, some other type of guardian, to be able to challenge this and say, no, that particular child requires additional support because they haven't finished high school or they have special physical or mental needs that requires additional support. Now, when that comes into play, you want to make sure, again, that you speak with an attorney because there are different factors that can be considered. If the child is receiving some type of disability benefits, either SSI or Social Security Disability Insurance under the record of another parent, that's something that can be considered and has to be calculated into the support guidelines. And understanding where those things fall within the guidelines is a very important thing to be able to assess. Additionally, there are special needs, medications that may not be covered by insurance, if they need caregivers or whatever else may be there that's necessary for this child, now adult child, to be able to sustain themselves can be or may be considered. So depending on which side you fall on that, if you're the child or someone acting on behalf of the adult child, or if you are the party who's paying the support, you want to make sure you understand what your obligations are. You want to make sure you understand what the rules are. Because if you don't go and file your petition to terminate, it is possible that you can continue to pay for some time thereafter. Now, some counties are good. They're going to send you a notice, say, hey, your child's turning 18. Are you ready to terminate? Some states, it's an automatic termination and you have to actually file something to keep it going. So you want to understand what the rules are where you are so you know how to deal with this, especially in the age of COVID where it can take some time for things to get processed. All right, I hope to shed a little bit of light on paying child support after the age of 18, no matter which side that you fall on. If you have more questions about this particular topic, please put them in the comments below. As always, hit subscribe and make sure you turn the notification bell so anytime we drop a new video, you'll be sure to get it. And if you have questions or other things that you'd like to know about child support, make sure you play around in the playlist. We're creating playlists so that you can get more information about support by just watching the next video that shows up on your feed. All right, until next time, take care.